Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome to possibly the latest monthly favourites that I have ever posted on my channel. I'm going to be doing today my July favourites and it is very much the middle of August and I apologise for that. However, I have had coronavirus and I was not able to post for like over a week, so this is me catching up. If you want to see all of the makeup that I have on my face right now, this video will be coming soon, very soon, but we're talking about the past today, everything that I tried in July. And like I say, it was a slightly shorter month. I don't have quite as many products here as I maybe normally would, but this is everything that I tried last month. I have continued to play with everything and this is my final thoughts. I do also have 3 skincare favourites that I want to talk about at the end, but let's just jump right on in to the first video that I posted last month, which was a full face of e.l.f. and I was testing out a load of new e.l.f. products. So starting with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I have used this in a few videos since I tested it and honestly I just feel like it's fine. Like, it doesn't blow my socks off. It's a fine primer. It smooths things out, it leaves my skin feeling lovely. I don't feel like it is this amazing primer that everybody's been talking about that's just going to make you look like you've stepped out of a magazine. I don't feel like it gives me that level of smoothness. I don't feel like it gives me that level of like airbrush effect on my skin. It's fine. It goes on really nice. It looks nice on the skin, but I feel like because I've got dry skin, I tend to go for hydrating primers and things that are more like skincare infused. And yes, this is more of a skincare infused primer than the original Putty Poreless primer, but I feel like it's just not the one that I reach for the most. Like, over this last month I have had to make myself pick this out over other primers just so that I could test it and see if my thoughts were still the same, and they are, unfortunately. So it's fine. I don't feel sad that I spent my money on this, but it just, I feel like a lot of people have been hyping it up and I just don't really feel like it lives up to the hype. Similarly, I don't feel like this product from e.l.f. really lives up to the hype. Like, I've seen people go absolutely off about this on like reviews on YouTube and stuff, and I just feel like it let me down a little bit, like especially the first time I tested it and I tried it again with a different concealer. I'm just sort of indifferent about it, honestly. It's the e.l.f. Putty Colour Correcting Eye Brightener. This is in the lighter shade. I've used this maybe 3 or 4 times. Every time I just feel like my eyes end up looking really, like this area ends up looking really sweaty and sticky, and I know that that's the purpose of it, but then I end up having to use more setting powder and I don't like having to use a setting powder because I have dry skin. I will apologise if I'm like a little bit scatty and all over the place. Firstly, the brain fog that I've had with COVID is just on another level, and secondly, it's really, really hot in my room today, so just, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just feel like those 2 products, very, very overhyped. I feel a little bit meh about it. I don't feel like they really live up to the hype for me. Then I wanted to just quickly mention this, which is like completely random. Well, it's not completely random because I did test it this month, but it's the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. This is what I have on my lips today. This is in the strawberry scent. I was about to say shade, but it's a lip balm, it's clear. I really, really like this, I do, but one day this month, or last month rather, I put this on and I put on quite a thick layer before I was leaving to go to work. And in the time it took me to drive to work, which is around about 45 minutes, it went all globby. Awful word. But it went like really thick. I mean, I put it on thick, but it went all like, it all like chunked together. It was like peeling off in like really big chunks, and then I like wiped it off and had to like scrub it off with like a bit of kitchen roll, and then my lips just felt really dry underneath. This I really like how I've sort of worn it today as a very thin layer. I thought that by applying more it would sort of stay on my lips a little bit longer, hydrate my lips a little bit more, and it just didn't. It really like bothered me, the way that it was like sticking together and then like bunching up and peeling off. It was really awful, but I did enjoy it this month just as a little layer. You don't need a lot. I don't know why I thought more would be better, but it's definitely not. Less is more. Really nice as like a thin layer. Really nice before bed to like put a little something on and then wake up with really nice moisturised lips in the morning. I do like it. The scent is very nice. Just don't apply too much of it. Then the next video that I posted, I was testing this palette here, which is the W7 Moonglade eyeshadow palette. This has been a surprise for me. I thought, oh, I'm definitely going to be wearing that purple shade a lot, definitely going to be wearing more of these like lighter shades, and I don't know if you can tell, but this shade here, this dark brown, is by far my most worn shade out of this whole palette, which I feel is quite surprising, like given my skin tone and the sort of makeup that I like to wear on an everyday basis, like for work and stuff. I've been putting that just like all over the lid and blending it out and calling it a day. This is such a beautiful palette. The shimmers as well, like I've just tapped a little bit of the shimmers over the top. I've been reaching for this one a lot. The shades are really natural, like as natural as a purple lilac eye can be. I have worn that one as well. I've worn a lot of these shades just on an everyday basis. Like I say, just one colour right across the lid, blended out. Been wearing it so much more than I thought I would, but the finishes are just so beautiful. They last really well. I've really enjoyed it with an eye primer, without an eye primer. Obviously with an eye primer it's just more intense, more shimmer. Really been enjoying it. The next video that went up was a Lottie London video, and I've also done quite a few shorts based on some of the products that I got from Lottie London, and I do have another one planned in my head, so there will be more shorts coming. Like I say, I've been having a little bit of time off, but the Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint mixed in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow is absolutely beautiful. It's basically all I've been wearing a whole month. It's a light coverage, but it's just the right amount of coverage where it's cancelling out my redness but not covering up my freckles. It lasts really well. It's really nice and hydrating. It's like a soft finish mixed in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. It gives the most beautiful, soft but illuminating, just really like so mind-blowingly natural. Like you can't even tell that you're wearing anything, genuinely. And it has been my go-to foundation since I tested it. I have this in the shade Fair, and I do feel like at the minute I could maybe do with the next shade darker, but absolutely in the winter this is going to be my shade. Then I also wanted to mention the Cheeky Kiss cream lipstick and blush stick. This is in the shade Swipe Right, and I have been using this as a blush. I don't love it as a lipstick. The shape of the end, because it's a heart shape, I feel like I can't really be precise enough. I don't necessarily love it as a lipstick. Like the shape is just a little bit inconvenient. As a blush, it's absolutely beautiful. It blends out so nicely. It gives the most beautiful little pinch of colour to the cheeks, but again that blends in and blends out, so nicely that it just looks so natural, and it's making me want to try more of my lipsticks as blushes. Another one. Really been enjoying it. And then the last product that I wanted to mention from Lottie London is the Super Fake mascara. When I first saw the wand, I was like, I'm not gonna like this, and then I put it on my lashes, and oh my goodness, this lasts so well throughout the day. I have worn this for long sweaty days at work. It does not budge. It gives a really great amount of length, a really great amount of volume. I think for the price, I think that this was like £7. It's so good. And yeah, I feel like I've definitely been sleeping on Lottie London. Like, the products are so great. And like I say, I am going to be doing a few more shorts with the Lottie London things just to try them out a little bit more. The next video that went up was Milani, and I also wanted to mention the foundation that I tried, because I've tried this mixed in with the polyglutamic acid from the Inkey list. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. This is so full coverage that it's like way too much for me, but mixed in with the polyglutamic acid from the Inkey list is so beautiful. I also think this would be really nice mixed in with like the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I haven't tried that yet, but I absolutely will. It's, again, really flawless looking. It's matte, but it's more like a natural finish whilst also being so full coverage. It's the strangest sensation because you look in the mirror from like quite far away and you're like, I can't see a single flaw on my face. And then you look close up and you're like, but I can't see the foundation. It's incredible. And I'm the sort of person that likes a brighter eye area. I like having my concealer a little bit lighter. So I don't use this all over. I do like to have a concealer as well. But this is so full coverage that you don't need a concealer. Like, for spots and any blemishes on your face, it will absolutely cover it up. It's fantastic. Then I also wanted to mention Luminoso. Oh my goodness, I cannot stop using this stuff. So this is the Baked Powder Blush. It's so pretty. Somebody commented actually on the Milani video, or no, I think it was a later video where I tested this out again, saying that they were fair like me, but it didn't show up on their skin. And I cannot stop using this. It shows up so beautifully on me. Obviously everybody's experience with a product is different, but I cannot stop using this. I cannot believe it's taken me so long to try this. I saw this years ago and I always thought that I wouldn't like this colour very much. I couldn't be more wrong. This has by far been my most worn blush. Then I also just quickly wanted to mention the Milani Face palette because I cannot stop using this bronzer. This bronzer in here, so this is the all-inclusive eye, cheek and face palette. Is there a shade? Yes, light to medium. I cannot stop using this bronzer. I'm definitely going to look into the Milani bronzers because the powders are just incredible. They're so smooth, but that shade is really great for me, so definitely gonna look into that. Oh, and the lipstick. Where's the lipstick? Because I also can't stop using that. I think it might be in a handbag. I'll put a picture up. Skin Fetish Matte. I've got some more coming. I'm obsessed with the formula, so I've ordered more shades. And there was also an offer on Boots, so I've ordered more shades. The next video that went up was the W7 Sherbet Pop. And again, I've had a lot of comments on that video of people saying that they're gonna pick it up because honestly, this palette, it's so pretty. If you're wanting a bright pastel wash of colour for all over your lid, this is the palette that you need. I love a bright pop of a pastel colour across the lid, on the inner corner. I use bright colours semi-regularly, and this one I have been reaching for a ton. The mattes are so pigmented. The shimmers are like, some of them are like duochromes where they're like, they catch the light and they go a slightly different shade, which I just absolutely love. I feel like this screams summer and ice creams, and I love it. It's also got a really great mirror, which is handy. Not all eyeshadow palettes do. and I feel like I prefer it when they do because they're bigger. The only thing is with this palette, I feel like there's not enough neutrally shades where I feel like I definitely need my bronzer. I feel like a sort of bronzery shade, a light medium brown, wouldn't go amiss in this. The closest thing, which I do sometimes use, is this one in the top corner, but that's a little bit purpley. I feel like for me, I would like to have something just a little bit more neutrally to put through the crease, and then I could just whack any of these shades all across the lid and call it a day. The next video that went up was the review of the Beauty Bay High Key mascara. I'm absolutely obsessed. This mascara is lengthening, but it's also dramatic. The wand makes it so easy to get quite a lot of product on your, I was about to say lid. You don't want it on your lid. You don't want it to look like this one. This mascara is not a good mascara. This review will be coming soon. This is so easy to use. It's so easy to build up. It gives the most. It just gives the most. It's so lengthening and dramatic. It lasts all day with not a single bit of smudging or crumbling or anything. Like I say, I've been wearing this for work pretty much every single day. Again, since I've tried it, pretty much every single day, and we all knew that it was going to be fantastic because it's Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay know what they're talking about, but this just completely exceeded my expectations, honestly. I cannot stop. If you see this, it was the cat. The next video that went up was a Barry M full face of products, and there's really only two products that I've carried on using. I already loved the foundation, we already knew that. I already loved the blush, already knew that. But then the other two products that I've carried on using are the bronzer. This is the Tropical Heatwave Powder Bronzer. This is in the lightest shade, and it doesn't say what shade it is, does it? No. Bit strange, but if you are very, very fair, this is a beautiful bronzer. It is completely matte, so whatever your preference is, I like both. I like a completely matte or a slightly illuminating bronzer. This one is completely matte. I've been wearing this one a lot, especially this month where it's been getting warmer and I've been wanting more of that bronzy sun-kissed look. I've been reaching for that one a lot, and then I just wanted to mention this as well because I've been using this a ton too. So this is the Barry M That's Swell Fruity Extreme Lip Plumper. This is in the orange shade scent. What did I think of the scent of this actually? I can't smell anything. Also can't taste anything. I'm gonna stop going on about having COVID. I'm gonna stop going on about that soon, I promise. But how frustrating that I can't taste or smell anything. I remember this having a scent, I can't remember what I thought of it. It's a really nice amount of tingle. It is slightly painful, but it doesn't last too long. Another one, it leaves a really nice sort of hydrating feeling on the lips. Another one that I've been using a ton, and really that's all I've been using from Barry M. Not been using the mascara. Not tried the eyeshadow palette again, but I will. I want to try that green shade. But if you want to talk about eyeshadows, oh, you can see what I'm going to talk about next. You want to talk about eyeshadows? I got this one, and it was a complete, I was about to swear then. It was a complete mess. The Bright 2.0 42 colour palette from Beauty Bay. This was a bit of a fail of a video, but I have continued to play with this palette. Obviously these colours bring me joy, and I'm definitely going to do that like week of colour that I said about in that video where I do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I am going to do that just as soon as I get my life together. But I honestly just sit in here some nights and look at my makeup, and this is one that I have been coming in here and looking at. They're just so beautiful. I definitely judged it harshly when I tested this out, but somebody commented underneath my video saying that they struggled with the Beauty Bay Green. I haven't struggled with that. I don't know if you can see, but I did treat myself, whilst I was poorly, I did treat myself to the 42 pan eyeshadow palettes in the Berry, Midnight and Earthy, because I just love Beauty Bay eyeshadows, and the 42 pans really do just bring me joy. Like, all of these colours just make me smile. So I'm definitely going to be doing that series on my shorts at some point. But just know that I love this, and I'm so glad that I have it in my collection. And I'm sorry that I was such a downer in the video where I was testing this out. And that was everything that I filmed last month. Like I say, there really wasn't as many videos as usual. I did do a video where I was talking about my micellar waters, and I just wanted to reiterate that this one from ELF has been my favourite one this month, the Holy Hydration ELF Off Makeup Remover. You can see how little of this I have left. I need to pick up another one, but I found another micellar water. Somebody told me about this, I think that it was on Instagram DMs, I can't remember. I think she might have mentioned it a couple of times, one of my lovely followers. But this is the Revolution micellar water. Now, when I picked this up, I thought that this said something about hyaluronic acid, but it might not have done. This is the aloe vera micellar water. So this is a much bigger bottle. This is 400 millilitres, where this one is only 130, but these are the same price. This from Revolution is a fantastic makeup remover. This takes off my most worn liquid liner that's waterproof. This will take it off. It'll take off mascara. It'll take off everything. It takes off colour. Like when I did the Barbie makeup where I had like pink and stuff on my eyes, this took it off and I didn't have any staining. I have been using this so much. Then I also wanted to mention the SPF that I've been wearing so much this month because, like I say, it's been hot. This is the Boots Daily Facial Moisturising Lotion, SPF plus hyaluronic acid. This is SPF 50, which is why I picked it up, because I'm Casper the Ghost and I need an SPF 50 when it's very sunny. I love this. It's so lovely and hydrating on the skin. It sinks in really nicely. Makeup goes over the top of it really nicely. It doesn't have a scent. It's very affordable. I'm a huge fan of this. And I feel like so many of the SPFs that have been coming out recently have been 30, and that's fine. That's fine, but I need more than that. Like if I'm going outside, like this month I spent a whole day outside in Manchester and I ended up with a sunburn. If I had had this, I wouldn't have, because I was just covered in SPF 30 and it wasn't enough. Somehow I ended up getting such bad sunburn on my legs despite the fact that I was wearing a floor length dress. Tell me how that happened, I do not know. But I ended up with such bad sunburn on my legs that I was struggling to walk. Like literally moving my ankle so that the skin on my leg was moving was so painful. I could barely walk for like 2 days. I was literally sat at work with a fan blowing on my legs because I felt like my legs were on fire, and I don't know how that happened when firstly I was in Manchester, known for being the rainiest place on earth, and secondly I was wearing a floor length dress. I don't know. So that brings me on to my last favourite, and I've mentioned some time ago, I can't remember when, I mentioned that I was looking for a body moisturiser that was really nice and hydrating, but that wasn't thick, or you know, that sort of feeling where it like lingers on your skin and you stay sticky. I don't like that, and I wanted something that was cruelty free and affordable. After Sun, of course, it's literally there to moisturise skin that has been in the sun. So I picked this up for my sunburn, but I've been using it since my sunburn has gone, peeled off. This is the Soleil by Superdrug Moisturising After Sun Lotion with aloe vera, soothing and cooling. It absolutely was those things when I had sunburn, but like I say, I've continued to use this because it's just so lovely and hydrating. When I get out of the shower, I like towel dry, and then while I'm still a little bit damp, I've been just covering myself in this. It's so nice. It sinks in really, really nicely, but it leaves, I won't say it leaves anything on your skin, but it just leaves you feeling so lovely and hydrated. The scent is really nice. I don't know why I keep smelling stuff. I can't smell anything, but I remember the scent being really, really nice. I tried this before I lost my scent, and that is everything I tried this month. I also just wanted to quickly mention on the end here, as I'm filming this, like today, so like a couple of days ago as you are seeing this, I hit 1,000 subscribers, so I just wanted to say a huge thank you. And I will be announcing something quite exciting in the August version of this video. I haven't got everything together for it yet, but I will be announcing that in a couple of weeks when it gets to the end of August. I just wanted to say a huge thank you because it really does mean a lot that, you know, I've got 1,000 people here, and that just blows my mind. Like, if I had 1,000 people standing in front of me, I probably wouldn't be able to talk. I would probably be so filled with fear that I wouldn't be able to talk, but somehow, you know, I'm sat in my spare room in front of a couple of lights and a camera, and I am able to talk all of this gibberish. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you have had a lovely July and start of August. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe. You can join our little fam that we've got going on in this corner of the internet. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.